All right, college football and stuff here. It is week 14 of the college football season. I'll be covering the ACC and the Big 10 games in this video. Almost done with the season, only a couple of weeks left, but we got more football than I thought we would, so I'm not going to complain about it. All right, starting off with the ACC. First up, we have Western Carolina at North Carolina. That's 12 o'clock on the ACC network. Didn't see a spread in this game. North Carolina's going to win that game. Syracuse at Notre Dame, 2:30 on NBC. Notre Dame a 34-point favorite. And I was not sure about this. That's a bunch of points to put down. I think Notre Dame wins this game. I do not think they are going to slack off. They know that they have to win to get into the playoffs. If they lose any of these games, it's going to be very easy for Clemson to get in. I think they want to win out. I think they want to beat Clemson and make sure that both Clemson and Notre Dame don't end up in the playoffs. I don't think Notre Dame wants to give any chance that they get left out. So yeah, give me Notre Dame minus 34. I think they show up and get it done in this game. It's at Notre Dame. Yeah, I'm taking them minus the 34 points. Boston College at Virginia, 3:30 on ESPN3. Virginia a 6.5-point favorite, and both of these teams have been tough teams for me to pick so far this season. Boston College has been sort of all over the place, and so has Virginia. Boston College, both of these teams have looked really good in some games and then just really bad in a few games, and I can't figure it out. I like Virginia though. They are under a touchdown favorite. It's at Virginia. I'm going to take Virginia minus the 6.5. Georgia Tech at NC State, 4 o'clock on the ACC network. NC State a 7-point favorite. Georgia Tech coming off a good win against Duke. I thought Duke had a shot in that game, and Georgia Tech got a pretty big win there. I have been impressed with NC State, though. I think they're a pretty decent team. Give me NC State minus 7 points. Clemson at Virginia Tech, 7:30 on ABC. Clemson a 22-point favorite. I think Clemson is a team that is trying to make sure they get into the playoffs. I think they are going to be laying it all out. I don't think they're going to have any sort of sleepwalking towards the end of the season. They're going to be up for every game. They're going to be playing their hearts out. I think Virginia Tech is a pretty good team, but I think Clemson, when they are playing at their best, are at least a 3-touchdown favorite over almost every team in any conference. I'm taking Clemson minus the 22 points there. Miami at Duke, 8 o'clock on the ACC network. Didn't see a spread in this game, which is kind of odd because I think Miami should be a fairly significant favorite. I'm going to take Miami to win. Again, didn't see a spread. I think Miami wins by a few touchdowns, though, probably. Moving on to the Big 10. First up, we have Ohio State at Michigan State, 12 o'clock on ABC. Ohio State a 24-point favorite, and I think Ohio State covers in that game. They had an off week. The game got canceled last week. I think this is going to be kind of a tune-up game for them. That's, an unexpected bye week like that has shown this season that it's messed with teams a little bit. I do still think Ohio State gets it done. Give me Ohio State minus the 24. Nebraska at Purdue, 12 o'clock on the Big 10 network. Purdue a 2-point favorite. Wasn't sure about this game. Purdue has let me down a few times. Nebraska has sort of come back and forth. Nebraska did pretty good last week. I do think Purdue is the better team, though. It's only a 2-point spread. Give me Purdue minus the 2 points. Penn State at Rutgers, 12 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. Didn't see a spread in this game. I haven't really seen a spread in many of these Rutgers games. I don't know why that is, but yeah, haven't been seeing spreads in those games. I think Penn State gets the win. They beat Michigan last week. I think Rutgers is a pretty good team, but Rutgers played Michigan essentially even. Penn State was a little bit better than Michigan. I don't like to do those, like if A team beats B team and C team loses to B team, then A team will beat C team. I don't like that direct comparison stuff in college football. It's not really a good way to do things, but I do think Penn State's the more talented team. Give Penn State to win that game. Indiana at Wisconsin, 3:30 on ABC. Wisconsin coming off that tough loss to Northwestern, which I think is a very good team. I think Indiana's pretty good. Wisconsin, the 14-point favorite. I think that's too many points, although I'm really not sure. But yeah, give me Indiana to keep that game close. I think Wisconsin gets the win, but give me Indiana plus the 14 points. Iowa at Illinois, 3:30 on Fox Sports 1. Iowa a 13.5-point favorite. Have not been impressed with Illinois. I think they're going to keep losing by fairly significant margins. Iowa is not a team known to put up a bunch of points, but just under 2 touchdowns. Give me Iowa minus those 13.5. Last up, Maryland at Michigan, 3:30 on the Big 10 network. I said it earlier this season after I picked Michigan to win and cover, and they did not. They looked horrible. They got blown away. I am not picking Michigan as a favorite until they show me that they deserve it, and they have not. Give me Maryland plus the 4.5. I would not be surprised to see Maryland win that game straight up. But yeah, give me Maryland plus the 4.5 there. All right, that's it for the ACC and the Big 10 games being played in Week 14. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. If you want to see more of these, we only have a few weeks left. Subscribe to the channel. I will be doing picks for the rest of the season and for whatever sort of bowl season we end up having. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see those. I'll see you next time.